Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and welcome to our final video newsletter in our series on perfecting digestion. In this video, we're going to talk about foods to help reset and perfect your digestion. There's a very detailed article associated with this video, as well as the whole series looking at herbs to perfect the digestion and lifestyle tips to perfect digestion. I highly recommend you watch all of them so you can get a handle on perfecting your digestive system. So to start with your intestinal tract, we know that we process stress through our gut. It dries out the intestinal tract. Foods that lubricate, soothe, and tonify the intestinal wall, very valuable for intestinal health. My favorites, chia seeds and flax seeds, loaded with essential fatty acids, loaded with fiber, support intestinal health. Also, the essential fatty acids support food. That is the health of the microbes. They're food for the microbes. Very, very important that we give the intestinal wall good essential fatty acids because our microbes feed on them. It's leafy greens, while their insoluble fibers have lots of magnesium to support the contractibility of the intestinal wall and the intestinal health. Very, very important as well. Beans, high fibrous foods. Fiber helps you go to the bathroom. We've all heard that. So beans are high in fiber, very important. Prunes, if you really need to go, have a very gentle laxative on the skin and high fiber on the inside. So those are some great intestinal agents to support good intestinal elimination. Why we want to do it in a kind and gentle way is because the microbes are there and they're gentle and they're very delicate and we have to take care of them. In fact, we live for them. They're the 90% of us. So we really have to be aware that that's what we're really, in fact, doing. Fermented foods are great ways to get more diverse microbes, probiotics into your intestinal tract, but they're very acidic. So taking lots of probiotics in a 20-ounce jar of kombucha in the summertime, if it's very hot and you're a hot body type, that can be actually not the greatest idea. Fermented foods were used to preserve vegetables through the winter when it's cold and we need a little bit of extra heat, and it's okay. So it's very seasonal. But regardless of the season, it's always a small amount, a condiment size amount of fermented foods, and that will make sure that you don't overheat or create an imbalance by actually taking too many fermented foods. Very important. On the outside of your intestinal wall is your lymphatic system. That's where we drain our waste. Our immune system is there. It is very important. I wrote an article called "The Most Important Half Inch in Your Body," and it's where the little villi meet the lymph on the outside of the gut wall, called the gut-associated lymph. Things that move your lymph are anything that makes your skin turn red, like that were traditionally used as red dyes. Beets, cranberries, any type of berry, all of them are red in nature and they are really great lymphatic movers, and you'll see them being harvested in the spring and the fall when we really want that lymphatic cleansing and impact. So that's very powerful. Hydration, really important. Sipping hot water, drinking lots of water. The lymph needs to be hydrated. Skin brushing, a great support for the skin-associated lymph, which can be very, very healthy and very valuable. And one of my favorite techniques for lymph is fennel tea. Fennel, throw a bunch of fennel seeds in a pot, boil it up, and add or take out as many fennel seeds as you like to make it taste the way you like it. But fennel is a fantastic lymphatic mover. If the lymph is congested, then the intestinal tract's boggy, toxins default to your liver, and we got to decongest your liver. Foods for the liver. Historically, we Americans would go in the spring and dig up bitter roots like burdock and dandelion and put them in teas and drink and eat these foods because they were powerful liver decongestors. So very, very important. Foods that actually decongest your bile, very, very important. Radishes, celery, olives, artichokes. These are all your bile-moving foods in addition to your leafy green vegetables. Very, very important. On the other side of your stomach is your pancreas. Your pancreas and gallbladder sort of team up to help support better digestion. And we do need to support pancreatic health, blood sugar health, and there's many things that can do that. Cinnamon, one of the most well-documented ways to support blood sugar health. Believe it or not, coffee has been well documented to support blood sugar health. Lots of good studies there. Your soluble fibers like oatmeal block the absorption of sugars into the intestinal. They slow it down so you don't get that big surge and peak and spike of your blood sugar. Blueberries, avocados, chia seeds, all these great foods for your blood sugar, and they're very, very, very important. turning your stomach fire back on. My favorite might be ginger to turn your acid strength back on. The classic Ayurvedic approach for that is cumin, coriander, and fennel seeds. 3 spices to turn your digestive fire on. In fact, we have a product called Gentle Digest, which is cumin, coriander, fennel, ginger, and cardamom. That's a powerful Ayurvedic package to reboot your stomach fire, bile flow, duodenal pancreatic enzyme flow, intestinal health, lymph flow, and reset the entire digestive system. So that's a pretty cool, really simple way of getting it done. And you can make a tea out of all that and drink that along the way to reboot your digestion. So there's some good strategies. There's a really comprehensive article associated with this video, so you can go detail by detail on what foods you need to reboot and strengthen what aspect of your digestive system. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this series on how to perfect your digestive system.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com.